Yo, it's your boy OMAR B. Check me out on the FreeSample Podcast.
Hey, yo, man, you know what it is. The damn man with the plan to either keep a drink or a Glock in his hand. Hey, FreeSample Podcast, that's what we on today, man. Tune in, tap in, you're going to hear the realest shit you can. That's all it is. Cheers.
Damn right, that's great fun. Damn right, that's great fun. Damn right, damn right, damn right, that's great fun. Damn right, that's great fun. Damn right, that's great fun. Damn right, that's great fun.
Hey, welcome to the FreeSample Podcast. Got my niggas with me. Got Vibe Season with me.
Omar.
Omar, okay. Can you introduce yourself and tell yourself?
Omar Badrin, yes, friend of Theo's, fan of the show.
Thank you.
Big up to you guys, all you guys. St.LOUIS native, live downtown. I got a shop, jewelry shop. It's in the St. Louis Foundry. But there's definitely more than just that. That's just what kind of was keeping me busy right now.
Nice. I hear a little accent, so what's the background?
Oh yes, my family's Palestinian American.
Nice.
Yes, 100% Palestinian, both on my mom and dad's side.
Nice.
So, yeah, sometimes they think I might be Bosnian, sometimes they think I might be white.
You get the best of both worlds, Hannah Montana.
Right. But no, usually people could tell, you know, oh, you're something.
And we got my boy Danny in here with the freshest soccer jersey.
Oh,
Shout out
man.
to City.
Hey, the freshest soccer team, man. We got hey.
What team is that? What team is that?
This, our team,
That's
what you
the same
mean?
one,
It's the
that's
same
it,
thing. Yeah, you see the Korean sponsorship on it, man. I done seen, as long as I've been watching soccer, they the best expansion team I've ever seen. They jump right in the league like they fit, belong type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, we on dynasty type shit, man. Shout out.
That's like an exclusive jersey. I haven't even seen nobody rocking that.
Yeah, it was, it probably said somewhere, but it was like a,
Day one fan.
yeah, day one type shit.
Alright.
But it was like an environmental recycling type shit
Oh.
idea they came up with, but this shit, exclusive.
Alright.
So we got my homie Juanito right here.
Yes, sir.
Tell the people some more about yourself.
They know who I am.
Besides the start part hat. You feel me? That's what we are. But yeah, let's get it started, boys. I got a lot of questions for you, Omar.
Alright, let's go. Let's jump in.
So let's talk about the city that we're in. Like,
Sure.
how do you feel? How important do you feel you are to this city, as in your business and social media world that we live in? Like, how do you connect? Like, what positive are you bringing with your business to the city, besides bad bitches and shit?
Alright, so the way you word the question, I mean, I gotta make sure I answer it humbly because I'm nowhere where I want to be. You know what I mean? Like, we've still got a lot of work to do. You know, we have like the foundation set to do big things, but there's another level to it that I want to get to. You know,
Yes.
There's so many jewelers in St. Louis, and like, there's very reputable jewelers. Like, you can't even talk bad on any of them because there's some sick people in the industry that kind of do some, you know, really cool stuff. So you just gotta kind of find your lane, find your space, you know. I mean, when it comes to all that social media shit, I'm not even the one that can even take I can't take really any credit because it's a whole operation behind that. It's a whole team behind that.
Do you think that social media team is important to businesses nowadays?
Yeah, you need to, you know, I mean, okay, it just depends on the business, right? But regardless of what the business is, like, I just look at that as just the idea of you reinvesting in your business. So whether it's social media or any other way that you're just reinvesting your time and your energy and what you make, you gotta double down on it. You know what I mean? A lot of the times, and that's what it is. So, you know, whether it's a small business or a big business.
Yeah, I asked that only because my parents, they have a business, they sell gems and minerals, and they're 100% against social media.
Mm-hmm.
And they're older, and
Yeah.
I get it, and they've been successful that way, but I feel like our generation with the new demographic, we need Instagram, we need all of that because everyone has an iPhone and you see things quicker compared to the older people.
It's a head
Right.
start.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
step ladder
definitely.
type shit.
I mean, yes. Yeah.
No, you
No,
got
I
it.
agree. Yeah, no, definitely like the internet is a place where you guys got gems and minerals. Like you could take that to the web, build a website around it, say mom, dad, you know, give me a wholesale deal on the gems and minerals. I'll cut you guys in as partners on the site as well. And, you know, boom, you build a site, you have it, you know, developers come in, help you out with it, get it running, you know, properly, and you have them do the fulfillment, you cut them in. You know, I'm 30, you know, I'm in my 30s and I'm like resistant to change, you know, so I mean, I can understand our parents' generation being resistant to the change, because it's looks like a unsurmountable amount of it. They might not be technologically
Savvy.
literate, you know, as we are, you know, so,
They watch CNN and shit, so they're like scared to be honest.
You know,
They do. The future is like, oh my god, no way.
Yeah, man. You know, for our parents' generation, like, God bless them, like, it's just a different world now, you know? They probably never would have even imagined that you could have a business one day that you built entirely online.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my dad probably would have never thought that that would really be a thing if you would have asked him when he immigrated to this country. So, who knows, by the time, you know, our children are our age, how they're going to be.
They're gonna be
making
time
money.
traveling.
Who knows?
Yeah,
Who knows?
yeah.
Who knows if money will even exist at that point, right?
I heard crypto is gonna be the next big thing. USA's turning their dollars over to cryptocurrency. The news just dropped.
Just a
Biden
central
decided-
bank, yeah, central currency, man. That's just a wild concept. I ain't gonna stop.
That's like the Fed Now app.
Yeah,
Is that what
shit,
you guys
yeah,
talking about?
yeah.
Yeah, man, they're gonna destabilize an entire industry with that.
Yeah, so the type of effect it's gonna have on you, like what will it be? Are
So-
you still taking cash or is it only like
So I've got a storefront, and the storefront, like, you know, you ask most business owners, most people use debit or credit card, or they got their Apple Pay on their phone or whatever. So like, that's probably like, you know, 70 or 80% of most businesses' sales nowadays. It's just because what so many people got so used to and so accustomed to. But the thing is that they're lowering the rates with that Fed now. They're trying to take out all these middlemen like the PayPals, the Cash Apps, all those people. What do they typically charge, like, for transaction processing fees, credit card transaction processing? It's usually like 1% or 2% or some shit like that. But they're talking about charging like 0.005, like 20 times less than what the average competitor.
Yeah.
So they're gonna try to shut down that business, but they're doing it all for the data, you know, because it'll be easy for them to prosecute crimes, to investigate crimes that is done with money, you know, whether it be drug crimes or God knows what else.
I feel that, just to keep tabs on people, bro. It's just like, if you got one way of spending money, especially if it's not a cash transaction type shit, if you spend money anywhere and you on the run, we got you. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got somebody
so right
else
here.
running.
I got a buddy, I went to high school with him, he just created a POS system and they offer zero cost processing. Like this is like a competitor, it's the gold standard processing. And it's just like they will give you $1,000 for you talking with them. If they can get you cheaper rates, they'll pay you. That's the guarantee that they give.
Man, that industry is so super competitive. It's highly competitive industry because you got so many banks involved in it and stuff like that. So like, best of luck to your friend. You know, like I'm sure that's not even easy even getting a business started in that industry. You know, I wouldn't know where to begin myself, to be honest.
He's
with you.
Italian, so you know these Italian guys got mafia.
He's got
guys
everything.
and all that.
Bank of Italy.
He's like, I know
Shout out.
I got an offer you can't refuse. Sign it.
Exactly.
That's how that shit goes.
It's this thing of ours.
Yeah, but also throughout this past year, I've seen your business have a lot of people pull up. Like you've had
We did the Big Boss Vet
Yeah.
Meet and greet. That was like probably the biggest thing we did and the funnest thing that we did. And that got
How'd that go? How'd you get involved with that?
Man, shout out to Morgan. She came through. Someone came to my shop a few times and chopped it up with me, and she had the opportunity, presented it to me, and we were able to jump on it. And that was just like a perfect fit for us because you've got someone who's right now like a national act basically.
Yeah, she was in South Park.
Right. She's going mainstream. She's best of luck to her. Shout out to St. Louis, all the St. Louis rappers that are doing it big. Like all the females seem to be killing it now. Really, Sexy Red. I know you guys seen her album. She's doing stuff with like ASAP Ferg now and all this. And
she just she was on Finesse 2 Times feature. They
right,
yesterday.
Right. She's every day something else with her. She's both of them.
Will she pull up the vibe?
Man, I wish, man. If I could make it happen, I will. I got holler at one of my
Hey, Sexy Red. Vibe season.
She's always watching. Honestly, what's the other girl from St. Louis?
The great.
Lakiana.
There's a lot of
It's a lot.
It's hard to even keep up with.
I got a whole girl, itty bitty. You feel me? That's her Instagram handle.
Shout out Barbie D Jamming.
Hey, ladies, keep killing it because the guys aren't trying to rap no more.
I mean, there's so many guy rappers in St. Louis. That's the thing. Like, I feel like for them, it's like it's almost saturated the market because there's so many of them. I mean, a lot of them are like. I hear a song or I hear something. It's like a lot of them are really spitting. You know what I mean? But it's just so much music. There's so much to keep up on.
Yeah, I try to focus my ear to someone I have a relationship with that I can support and like put on or like fully support because I'm not gonna be a fan because I'm a fan of I'm a fan of Drake.
Yeah.
Like, for you to be this up close and personal to me, for me to be a fan of you, like, I'm not living like that right now.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really listen to any of the St. Louis rappers like on a regular basis. But when I hear it, I'll give it a listen, so. And a lot of this shit is tough, a lot of it's cool, so I can't say nothing bad about it.
No,
but
I
it's
love
just,
St. Louis music.
It just seems like there's so much though.
They created the high speed wave.
I might be a rapper.
Fuck it. Because they had didn't they do like a top 50 rappers list in St. Louis or something like that?
Yeah, it was very biased.
And then they had
it was very biased.
True, but just granted, if you could do a top 50 rappers list in
because they had, I don't know, there are 50 or 100 rappers that's mad that they
that
were on the
was
list.
before Sexy Red popped
so.
up. Because Sexy Red's #1 right now. And I want niggas to remake that list.
She got Juicy J produced on their songs too on the new album. It's like she everywhere, man.
Drake slid in the DMs like, oh,
He said never. He
She posted that one.
He followed her.
She posted it.
No, she wouldn't have posted that.
She's doing so much, man. She's really gonna take off like big. I feel like she's like unstoppable at this point.
dude, it's just like, I feel like the generation shift, it's like all the shit that we grew up around that was a bad thing is now good. Like,
It's glorified, man.
the, gang culture, niggas love it.
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
It's a different type of breed here. I feel like.
We just talked about that earlier. 10 years ago, man, it was different.
It's a little bit more chill.
It was a little bit more chill. I grew up on the West, and I can walk up and down paving, you know what I'm saying, between Kings Highway and Union. Hit Union, hit the liquor stores, do a little bit of everything. Now I'm not doing no shit like that.
Fucking the cities. Last week they had an Airbnb party. Airbnbs are wild, #1.
Yeah, for sure.
But it was like 10 niggas under
10
age
teenagers.
that got shot.
10 kids.
10 kids.
It was,
10 kids.
I think it was 2 of them that was 19. And 2 of them was 15. And everybody else nobody was older than 19. Like 19 was the oldest, 15 was the
So
youngest. Like,
me living downtown and whenever it's late night, I'm walking to the spot, Old Block, and these young niggas, they put fear in me. I'm not gonna lie. They got ARs, AKs, and on the scene, I'm like, excuse me, sir. Like, my bad, cause they like that. And I'm like, I can't mentor you, I can't, like, you guys just, you guys doing that. And now I'm happy that the mayor got involved and they're trying to create a system where if you're under 18, they're gonna fine the kids' parents for being outside.
They really gonna do that?
I hope so.
Man.
I hope so.
How you feel about it though? Like,
That's not gonna do nothing.
you don't think so?
That's not gonna do shit.
That is not, I don't know how they implement that, man, but that would be amazing. I've never heard of any city doing nothing.
They took away the scooters,
That's why teenagers.
and then
They blocked off hella streets. Like,
there was a volleyball convention. A little girl got hit by a car, lost her legs. She's now suing the city of St. Louis
Right.
because whoever hit her he was just out on bail when he like.
For like 4 different things.
Yeah, big things. It's
Shit,
like
yeah.
these young people are ignorant. And it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I want to be a victim of this shit.
That's a sad state of affairs right now because it's like a certain age group. You know what I mean?
There's discrimination now. Yeah.
Well, it's like these young kids. That party of 10 kids getting shot, like you hear about that, and a lot of them are like under the age of like 17 and stuff. It's like they're downtown at a party that's supposed to be an office. It's supposed to be an office, right?
Yeah, office building.
They just had mass shooting. That wasn't no damn mass. That was I don't know how to explain it. That wasn't a mass shooting. Like somebody just walked in and was like.
No, it was a shootout. It was a shootout.
It was a bug out. They caught
American.
ops slipping and they just popped there. The news was trying to make it seem like somebody was coming like, fuck life.
There's the thing is,
That's
some
the narrative
shit in
created.
America, yeah, anything over 4 people shot in one like scene or whatever the case is, yeah, 1 second, it's technically.
I mean, what's the difference whether it's
Did you
like
see they posted them today?
The
On the
kids.
news, they posted
Yeah.
5 kids with guns. Like they're like, dude, they're like 15.
on like Instagram posts, like
I saw it on Fox.
Yo, it's like
Not Fox 5.
if like
I saw that Instagram.
That's what I'm saying. I seen on Instagram.
Yeah, people are mad about it. You know, they're like, why are you snitching on these kids and this and that and this.
I survived the Kia boys. I don't want these niggas outside no more. Like I'm
It's the
good.
gun
Like,
law, bro. The gun law.
Man, if your kid's 15,
I
16.
can't. The gun laws are good. Everyone needs to have a gun, but like, who has them? And like, you gotta be supervision. Like, back in the
As soon
day,
as they changed the gun laws, our homicide rates went up by like 33%.
guns don't kill people. It's
Do you think what caliber matters though? Because Missouri in general, that's how I go by state. But like Missouri, you can damn it.
the Constitution says you got the right to bear arms. So I'm not gonna say anything against the Constitution. We live in America, you know. So
They're not gonna change that anytime soon.
I-
Whether you want like it or you don't, you know.
And
yeah.
Missouri.
I'm okay with guns, but it's just like, where is the OGs? Like, who's giving these niggas guns?
Right.
Like, that is where it should start. Like, and it's just.
There's a lack of, a lot of stuff.
Leadership.
It's a lack of community. It's a lack of, good leadership. It's a lack of just opportunities here in St. Louis. Like, I was young at one point and like struggling a little bit and didn't have a good job and like St. Louis could be tough, like on you in some of those circumstances. You know what I mean? So not everybody's as fortunate, and a lot of these kids, man, they start down that negative path, and they might not have like the good people I had in my life to hold me back or to tell me I was messing up or whatever, So a lot of it is like we don't really have a real sense of community here in St. Louis. I don't feel it. A lot of it is like because of basically like for me it's based on like where I come from. You know, I come from my family, like, we come from a small village.
You come from a foreign
It's
country.
a small village, like, so everybody know everybody, everybody's gonna get in everybody's business, they're gonna, you know what I mean? So like, there's a real sense of community there, so like, that's really what I see here, it's like, we lack that, unfortunately, a little bit.
Do you think with the avenues that you've seen and where you are right now, there's a future that you can create a sense of leadership and community? Is there anything you think you might be able to do? Because this is still your city at the end of the day.
Man, yeah, I think this is something we can all do, man, and like this, like even like this setting in this podcast, like where you're bringing, you know, groups of guys together just to talk about whatever, like, this is a start, this could be a start, you know what I mean?
100%,
Building that
100%.
community, you know, so, honestly, I haven't done a whole lot to community build or anything like that. Like, there's a lot of people that are out there doing the work, the real work. I'm not one of them that's actually doing the work, so I can't try to take credit and like, can't sit here and pretend like there aren't people out there that are really putting in the effort and the time and this stuff like that. But like, yeah, I mean, there's more we could do, and we should.
I want to like talk to the youth without ARs in the case.
I don't see that changing. I don't see it changing for a while.
But there's no lane. Like, if I had video games and pizza, I'd be like, bet, like, I'm good. Like,
I feel that.
well, like, there's no lanes. Like, there's no.
It's not like that no more. Honestly, it's not like that no more though. Like the internet changed like the mindset, for sure. Like you see like young kids now, they don't even work for it either.
Right.
Like they feel like they can just get it off the internet.
So do you? Who is to blame for that? Is it
It's not their fault.
the public? The celebrities? Because they're not doing what they're telling the kids to do. And there's like scientific facts, the music you listen to, you do.
These kids that's like grew up on this like social media generation where like that's all they've known their whole life is like social media. The internet like melted and like ruined their brains, a lot of them. Like they don't have an attention span that lasts longer than 10 seconds, a lot of them. Because they're TikTok brained at this point. So like the idea of getting a job is like horrifying to them because
I'm a influencer.
They feel too entitled.
I'm a public figure.
They feel so entitled.
That's where the excitement come from. Like things on the internet, bro. They see likes, see all of that shit, see anything viral. Like that's what excites them.
Who do you think can like influence them? Like, cause obviously we can't, and the parents can't. Is it like the local?
it's the clout
celebrities?
chasing is the problem. You know, and
They're
that's a
just
problem.
fail.
Do you think like
They're just fail. That's how I look at it.
soccer players, baseball players, XFL players might make a change if they get more involved? Like,
Honestly, I don't
what
think
is
people
needed
look at
for a
athletes
little
no
bit of
more.
change?
I don't think people look at athletes like that no more, bro. Because
What do you think?
Everybody want to be a rapper, bro. Everybody want to be a rapper.
So we gotta get a community of baddies that
See, that might actually do it, man. What I'm talking about is like, I was saying from like a community aspect, like if you have someone in the community that you know, you can look up to, like could be a good
the OG.
influence. Exactly.
We don't
but,
have
like,
that here. We don't have the OGs.
It's, all the OGs are gone now. I don't know
No,
why.
they stopped it. It's
No,
just
St.LOUIS just like it's loose. You can do whatever.
You can do
You don't
whatever.
have to face any consequences
Exactly.
from the numbers.
You're not lying.
You good.
It used to
here.
be a mutual respect. That's why like the no women, no kids thing, that shit ain't a thing no more. Like
Right.
it's sad, but shit, it's the truth. Like motherfuckers is wild.
I'm getting caught out of bounds.
I told you they cracking their
What you say, cuz?
Don't get caught out
Earlier you
of
said all the young niggas got AR-15s. Nigga,
I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I'm.
And they be the
I'm
scariest
taking
dude.
my head off.
The
to these young niggas.
scariest dude right smoking.
Bro.
The scariest dude. Like I'm more scared of the people who scary over the people who gonna really do that because like they gonna warn you. You scary.
This is the
They
only
just
place we think like that.
It's the,
You think New York niggas out here thinking like that?
it's
No.
the kids that are, it's like the little kids that we should be like the most true because they're the ones that don't even know
What they're
the
doing.
fuck they're doing. You know what I
It's
mean? They don't even understand.
Our culture has brainwashed.
Right. These kids will.
So is it safe for us to be here, or
St. Louis is getting increasingly bad. I don't know.
I'm safe at all times.
That's true, but
You know, it's like the code here is different. Say if I go to a different city, like somewhere in the West Coast, and I'm like, they know I got a gun. They just, alright, I ain't tripping. I'm out here, they gonna be like, they see I got a gun. I'm like, damn, you packing? What you got? And I'm like, this is what I'm packing. They gonna be like, oh, this hard, this meat. Like they gonna, bruh, that's how they gonna do you out here. That's how they gonna.
That's where you went wrong.
They try to tell you, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's different out here. Like you can't let nobody know you got that shit.
Man, where the hell you know that, bro? You gotta watch out for this.
I seen people.
No,
I
seen.
Nobody else.
I seen people do that, bro. They're like, that shit hard, bro. Let me see that.
Oh no, I'm saying
It's me, bro.
Yeah,
Bro, you get taken like that. I'm like,
I believe it. But
and if it's your people's, what you gonna do? You can't be like, bro, like, bro. That's how it is out here. They do not care. They do not.
No, you ain't running around with no high point. Ain't nobody gonna take no high point. Ain't nobody gonna take
what's a high point?
No,
Cheat gun, right?
the people shit. Yeah. So, man, when you in dire need, that bitch is gonna.
That motherfucker got a jam on you every time, right? Every time you
every
really
time.
need it. Yeah, I have a buddy who has that High Point, and he's had it for like 10, 15 years, and he swears on it that it's
He ain't got
actually
none of
a good
that?
gun. No, he does. But he loves to swear on it, like, yeah, everybody talks shit on this gun, but it's actually a good gun, and he takes it shooting and all this. I'm like, man, quit playing, like,
what's the
we
best
know
gun
it's
to
a-
have?
I plead the fifth.
oh man, there's so many, bro. There's a lot of good guns. What were you gonna say?
I shot my first gun last month. That shit,
Really?
it was, yeah.
What kind?
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I know.
You weren't at the range.
No. I was at August Bush State Park. Like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You were good.
yeah.
Yeah. It was just a handgun.
No, it was like three different types of guns.
Yeah, like some rifles and
Yeah,
shit. Oh,
yeah.
It was fun, man. Yeah.
And you
But-
just happen to find them on the ground.
No, the homie had it.
Yeah.
The homie had it.
Nah, yo, it's Missouri still. You know what I mean?
Facts, yeah.
Nah, it was lit. Like I'm like,
That's what's
yeah, I feel like a badass. I'm shooting, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to own a gun. Like this is way too powerful. Like
You don't own one?
I don't own one
Damn.
because I'm African.
Yeah.
That niggas don't know.
Rough.
And we use our hands and feet before we
Right.
and spears before
I mean,
niggas got guns.
Right.
Feels
I mean, I
some
respect it,
type of-
man. Honestly, like I own guns, and I don't even like certain circumstances. I just leave that motherfucker in the house. You know what I mean? Like if I don't need it, but I actually prefer to not have it on me. To be honest, it's like less worry. You know?
So I'm looking forward to getting security when I pop out now, cause like I need that. Like
You got that, man.
I need that, cause like
You are the security. What you talking about?
I gotta take a step back. You know, like
Yeah.
I gotta think about a future, maybe raising kids and grandkids. Like I can't be out here lit
Right.
with
Yeah.
nothing like.
We're getting too old to be doing that shit.
Yeah, so
honestly.
that's why I partnered up with the Mafia and we got monetized and
Right.
we bring in the Gotti family to ST.LOUIS and we take
Set.
over
Shout out BSF, man.
Yeah,
Shout out Break the Panel.
shout out Benny the Butcher, you heard?
Right.
38 Special, 38 Laws of Powder, you know, we coming through FreeSample.
Ricky Hyde, man, shout out.
Uh-huh. Who else?
Team.
Oh yeah, one person.
Shooter from BSF, I fuck with you. It is one more after that.
Duffel Bag Hottie,
Duffel Bag
Hurt, Free Him,
My bad.
RP Money Bitch.
You
Free
guys
slide.
fucking with the Griselda
Free
guys?
slide.
They're just like
I'm from upstate New York.
Yeah.
Oh,
I really
I
love.
was gonna wear my plug
That's
t-shirt.
Big Griselda right here.
I really fuck with Conway.
The Machine?
He actually spits.
Bro.
I'm kind of more like the old school shit, you know. Like I like to hear someone actually rap, you know.
I want to be able to see like what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to imagine.
No, that's the only type of music that is safe nowadays.
Yeah.
Like if you are down to listen, that's education.
So you guys didn't listen to the new Gun album or the new
I did
Thug
listen
album?
to it.
You listen to both of them? A little bit of both.
Yeah. So Gunna's bread and butter. It was amazing.
Yeah,
Because
it was fucking good though. Everybody like forgot his ass. It's like everybody gave him a pass, and I was like, man, that motherfucker actually got shit.
What was the intro on that shit? I ain't listened to it yet, but
Back
I
at
heard
it.
he started off with the
Popping
intro.
off like
Right?
a crack addict or something.
For real?
Back at it.
nah, that shit was
Like it
good.
got crack in it. something like
Because he dropped under YSL, that's Thug's label, so it was approved.
You getting paid?
And then Thug, when he dropped,
that. Business is business.
excuse me,
They felt like
God bless.
No, that was all old Thug records, man. You gotta, yeah.
So Thug, when he dropped, his verses recycled, they're old. So the narrative was being created, but it wasn't like that.
So based off the narrative though, like him dropping a week after Love, if he still see him like that, do you think that was a strategic move on his part? Like I'm finna drop back to him. Or do you think that was a
Those are public figures in Hollywood. They're doing it for
it's just
money and
Promotion.
business.
It's promotion. They're trying to turn it into like a.
because they know people gonna switch it.
They're trying to turn into an epic rap beef. They're
Yeah,
trying to
they're
turn
trying
this
to
into
be-
like a Biggie Tupac
Yeah.
or a Nas Jay-Z
Or Meek Mill, Drake.
yeah,
like,
they're trying to go bigger than that.
yeah, because there's bodies involved.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I mean, and arguably, like, these two artists are probably, more on a popular level. Like, Drake obviously is on a huge level, but Meek Mill maybe wasn't on that same level.
It's better because they're label mates.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah,
interesting
label
scenario, you know, honestly, I want to see what Lil Baby does now.
And Atlanta's been running it. Gunna diss him. He goes, "You still kicking with the nigga that slammed out your homie?"
Come on, love it.
Yeah, in 21.
I don't know.
Big 4 out. Pick 4 out.
Yeah, it's about to go down. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
interesting
I'm
to see.
Who y'all listening to right now? Like who's in the everyday rotation?
I was just listening to both those albums just because they both came out, and I just kind of wanted to hear like what was up with that, to be honest. But I mean, I listen to all types of music, to be honest, like old school rap.
You hopping in the car, man. You starting your day.
Yeah, what
Yeah, man,
starting
it
your
really
day.
just
What you-
depends.
It's a good day. Sun out, beautiful weather. It ain't too goddamn hot.
Right.
What's the first thing you turn on, man?
Oh man, I don't know. I really don't know. I'll plug my
Put on
phone.
fire.
They so Bro, Mexicans.
I'm gonna vote for that shit too, actually. I
This
listen.
is
You know Peso?
You know, I fuck with all the.
You know Peso Puma, nigga?
Well, no, I'm saying I bump all the Spanish shit. I don't know.
Yo, I've been a hater on Spanish music.
Bro, you're tripping.
No, bro.
It's hard, actually.
Niggas are taking that wave and they robbing you niggas.
You saw what
bro.
Mike Tyson did.
They
You saw what
robbing
Mike Tyson
the
did.
Mexican community right
The
now.
whole.
They're capitalizing on
They
Mike
wanted to
Tyson.
build a wall, now they want to fuck with you niggas, right? They wanted to build that wall, now it's, we fucking with Mexicans.
So much of that West
Don't
Coast.
let that shit, that's cat.
So much of that West Coast hip hop, like
Is
culture, is influenced by so much of that, and it's only gonna get
It's not
bigger.
even
It's only gonna
hip-hop.
get bigger.
It's just
Reggaeton.
it's like
The way Mexicans rap is how the hottest niggas in Cali rap. Like,
right. What I'm talking about, what we're talking
Like when they
about,
be-
like a different style of music.
the,
Like with
Peso?
Yeah, like with
cause he's spitting in a different language.
yeah.
I'm pretty
And
sure I know what
guitar.
you're
It's
talking
not like a rap beat. It's like guitar and
I'm pretty sure I know.
Bro, he's him. He's not no Bad Bunny, like that nigga him. That nigga him. But I'm listening to 38 Special, 30 Deep, Drake, and just like whatever this nigga puts on at the spot. So it's probably Mexican music. What do they call it? Caraba?
Corridos.
Yeah, that shit. In translation, I can't say on the podcast. What about you, Danny?
Shit, right now, man, you know, I'm like an old nigga at heart, man. So I done been through too much. So once I get to the crib and I'm chilling, like I be wanting to vibe. But Stove got Upstate, he always in the rotation.
Still got cooks.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Stone got
Yeah.
cooks.
He's
That's my favorite rapper right now.
he kills it on like, he just like builds the craziest hooks.
Yeah.
And his hooks is actually like melodic and shit.
That's where I come from.
Yeah.
You know, like those my niggas.
Honestly, you asked me what I put on first, and I say I just throw it on in my car, but like, probably like 80% of the music in my phone is probably like East Coast rappers, I ain't gonna lie.
And be specific.
Nas, Jay, Big, Jadakiss, Big L, Big Pun.
Them niggas ain't dropping.
It's a top
Wu-Tang.
5 possible.
They're not dropping
It's a
nowadays.
legit top 5 possible.
Who's dropping nowadays?
That's-
I wasn't anybody in New York,
Current
to be
events.
honest. Like we were talking about the girl rappers earlier, and I was literally telling someone, I was like, I feel like Ice Spice got the hardest flow out of all these new female rappers. Her flow she actually
Nah, I feel like
Sexy
they're
rap,
pushing her on us, yeah.
Man, I don't know, you gotta give her a listen. She be actually rapping fast too.
She's a thought.
She be rapping, yeah.
It ain't that.
She's too bad to be like respected as like a rapper like that, but she actually be rapping.
I just feel like the industry forcing her on there.
She's a plant type deal.
Type shit, yeah.
Because yo, she was making TikToks
Everybody's taking
with
the flow.
Kanye and Kim Kardashian's daughter. I'm like, what? How you get involved in that?
How you get to their
How
house?
you get involved in that, man? Like, you pass the background check.
But I heard that she owns her masters and shit like that. Like I don't know how true that is, but like
It's a storyline. You're not. Niggas could lie. Like
Yeah.
I had a homie out of Nigeria. He's making a lot of documents that he produced himself. You know, niggas could fake it till they make it for real. Like you gotta meet the nigga before you say, oh, I do trust you. You're a real one. Like you can't be fanned out. That's how I feel. Cause that niggas be dick riding. That's just not safe.
Say that's not safe.
That's just not safe.
That's truth, man. That's just different. Niggas is weird, man. Niggas is really weird out here. So
yeah. I mean, you guys find some new music you think I need to listen to, just shoot it to me, send it to me.
38 Splash.
I fuck with all the Griselda. I already told you, like
He's not Griselda.
Oh, he's
Trust Code
DSF.
First. No, TCF. He
Oh.
signed Benny the Butcher back in the day.
There's so many of these guys now too.
Class
Are they all what is that? Buffalo? Where are they from?
Rochester.
no, some of them they just
Rochester,
upstate, like, cause all the Griselda they from Buffalo. You got 38 Special from Rochester. Soul guy from Syracuse.
Okay.
I don't even know what the fuck Syracuse.
No, it's
That's
not far
right
from
in there.
there.
in Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so
It's
it's right in
upstate
there.
shit.
So
So
it's just
upstate
like,
shit.
So in New York City, the boroughs, we're 6 hours away from that. We're an hour from Toronto, Canada.
Mhm.
So like the disrespect we've always had from New York City niggas and all of that, the fact that we're on now,
Right.
we don't claim them and fuck with them because they do drill and music from Chicago and weak ass shit. Like Upstate is on now. Like
You guys
Kevin Durant.
Do you guys fuck with any of the Detroit rappers?
Oh yeah.
Iceberg Vessel.
Yeah.
New York niggas only fuck with New York
I just
niggas.
work
Yeah,
with
those.
New York niggas only fuck with New York niggas.
Nah, I feel you.
Cause the grind is so hard to make it. These niggas made it at like 37, 38. They old. Niggas. They've been doing it 10 years plus.
Yeah,
like,
so they coming in the game already. Like,
Yeah.
with a lot of skill, a high skill.
and it took so long because they didn't ride somebody's coattail.
Uh-huh.
They supported the brand and the homies.
No,
That's
yeah.
why it's so
It's gotta
much-
be hard to pop when you're coming from a city like Syracuse or Buffalo, or you know what I
100%.
mean, like
New
that.
York don't fuck with them niggas.
Right,
The
and
city doesn't.
It's kind of just like off the beaten path, and like we never heard of rappers coming from these cities
Mhm.
5 years ago or 10 years ago. Like we were lucky enough in St. Louis to at least have like a Nelly and like at least have a few national acts here. You know what I mean? Come out of here.
Shout out Jay Quan,
Kenny.
Tipsy.
Yes. Yeah.
Shout out Smino.
Yes.
Niggas
Big
don't
time.
give Smino his credit.
Yes. Now definitely.
I don't give him this credit.
That's cause
I don't
bro,
give him
he
this
just
credit.
has he's in a different lane than most St. Louis niggas.
He's like a musician. You know.
He's an artist. Like
Yeah.
everybody got their own art, but like when it comes to straight music, like you said, musician, artist lane, he's right there.
Yeah, I mean, you can't take away that he's definitely like authentic. He's himself. You know, he ain't trying to be someone else type of thing. Like I respect that.
Metro booming, St. Louis.
Metro is the man. He's really the man out of St. Louis for real right now. Like he's one of the biggest producers out in the game. Really,
Fuck.
you know, he's a top 5.
He's from St. Louis.
Yeah, but he moved to Atlanta.
They moved, yeah.
21. That's another rapper I listen to. He's talking about like they're not dropping like rappers I listen to that like newer that drop like.
Nah, 21's.
I'll listen to 21 too a little bit. He's cool.
He's out of UK.
Yeah.
Nigga almost got deported.
He's important. Big 4L.
Oh
Big 5L, shout out Key Glock.
You got my nigga Kalali in the back, painted. What you working on, bro?
Shit, man, this something.
You gotta get in the shop, my boy.
Yeah, man. You know, touching up some work over here. They homie wanted a replica of some, you know, Picasso shit. I was like, yo, I like that, but I'm gonna twist it up myself. You know what I'm saying? So I added other elements to it. It's a FreeSample vibe, you know, because cannot be fully replicated.
How long you worked on that?
Oh man, I take my time with it, man. So with art, what I have noticed is, you know, once you finish it, it's like it's done. So it's like
You gotta
the
start.
process of it, it's like it's art.
So you like to take your time.
Yeah, dwell on
It's
it.
like fucking a bitch.
Yeah, you gotta bring that
Slow down.
sophistication
Slow
to
down.
it. So
Boom.
I don't rush it anymore. I just enjoy it. That's it. It's
Free
just
sample on the
like,
shirt, that's me.
Yes, sir.
And free sample for your bitch.
All day.
Alright, so I'm about to change the topic.
Submarine?
The submarine?
Oh no.
I was about to talk about bitches, but we can put my submarine.
I wanna know if y'all niggas would've did some shit like that.
Bro, why the fuck would I be somewhere
I don't know.
why would I be somewhere I can't have my I can't smoke weed on, you know? Being a pothead, you can't smoke in a submarine.
You can't take a shit in that
You
submarine.
can't.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
That's what I've been thinking about.
If that was the case, nigga, build me the Titanic. I'm a billionaire. These niggas are up, but they thought like some dumbass niggas.
They're getting finessed. They paid $250
But it was the owner too though. The
Nah,
owner.
bro.
He's not finessing them though.
He might have been a partner of a group because he died. He died in
Some
that.
more water.
We got Spain on the ocean.
That nigga, what, bro? Like his stepson went to a Blink-182 concert. He's like, I'm coping with
I
my
see.
problem.
He said, that's my stepdad, that's not my dad. That's my stepdad.
How do you guys feel about that?
Rich, just fucking out of touch, Rich. Like, bro, you guys
They don't
like,
take
we
shit
do it.
serious.
If we ever get to the point in our lives where we're like that blessed, where we could afford to go on a $250,000 ride,
To the
we're not doing it
That's
because of where we come from.
Why would you think you can get away with it?
I would
If
rather.
nobody else is on the road.
There's just so much better things you can do with
You
this
just
money.
need
I think the fact that
Take that $250,000
Come
to
on,
go world for a whole year. You know what I mean?
he's
Go
got
anywhere you want. Why you want to go to like miles below the ocean or some shit?
Yeah,
like that,
I feel like the fact that
that's
we come from foreign backgrounds, if we have that amount of money, we're gonna utilize it way better instead
It's
of
probably 2 minutes.
kicking it in the ocean where we can't.
I'm kicking in the ocean on my yacht. You know what I mean? Like, that, like if I'm lit like that, them dudes like millionaire, multi-millionaire, billionaire on that level where they're paying, you know.
Nah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna send someone to yo go see the ocean for me.
Yeah,
I'm good. Like,
Like,
if I got that type of bread, yo go down there.
See it for me.
You got it. That's a crash dummy. That's a crash dummy.
Or crash them out first.
I'm not gonna crash first. Like yo, you go down there. I'm gonna pay for it.
You see it.
Okay,
let's go
okay,
down
when-
the next
yeah.
time.
But do y'all fuck with any like life change? I don't know. Say I guess life changing like some shit like skydiving.
some thrill seeking
Like
shit.
yeah, some thrill seeking.
I speed my car.
That's too risky. Man. I'm not.
Yeah, I do shrooms.
Yeah,
I do
Niggas that
shrooms.
I would never.
that's,
I understand. I probably would.
I do shrooms. This is not right now because I have a girlfriend, but back in the day, I used to. Never mind.
Yeah, just leave it.
We got off. Yeah. She's gonna probably see this shit.
Speaking of thrill-seeking things, you know,
Who goes around these?
Huh?
he's
Oh, wait, what was
You
you
said
gonna
who
say?
goes
You said speaking
wrong,
of thrill
easy.
seeking.
Who goes around these?
Is that what, that's what you said? What was you finna say? You finna say thrill seeking. I feel like you
He
finna say
said-
some shit. Like,
He said who goes raw on the E.
That's when we started the discussion on some
That's
thrill-seeking
that's
shit.
what I thought you was finna come on some more shit. I'm like, hold on. What is-
All I do is speed in my car, really. You know what I mean? That's it. That's all that
He's a good guy. He just
That's all
catches the vibes.
I'm
and
not
that's
jumping
it.
on no fucking airplanes. I'm not diving to the Titanic.
How
I'm not
fast you
doing none of that
speed?
bullshit.
How fast
You know what? I did parasailing once, and I was like, this is cool.
No, that's water, man.
You know what I mean? But that's the most.
155, bitch, I get the wheel. 50
Yeah.
for the 100.
I do
Bitch,
like
we
the
got
jet
the
skis
deal.
and shit.
Bubble got it.
But
Ours. He said Conway earlier. It reminded me 250 on the Digi Jazz. Look how fast my car, bro. Car,
oh,
bro. Yeah, like.
yo, you got bars, Chris.
Bro, 38 special.
Yeah, he's fire right
He
now
said-
too. He did that. What did he do with the mixtape?
He had Kevin Durant
Yeah.
and LeBron
Yeah.
co-sign him.
And that's.
Like, and
So-
with the culture, NBA and music hand in hand. So if a rapper's
LeBron the A&R.
Oh
Hey.
damn. Okay.
Yeah, LeBron do A&R shit.
damn, that's
I don't know.
He A&Rs. I feel like LeBron is just.
oh he did
I feel like LeBron, he did 2 Chainz shit.
yeah. I was gonna say that.
Pretty good, like little trap music, or it might have been the one after that. But yeah, I feel like LeBron just get what he want because he's LeBron. Bro.
Yeah.
He put work in. I ain't gonna discredit the nigga.
Devontae West put work in his mom and too. Yo, how do you guys?
How you feel about those finals, NBA finals, man?
Oh, I was going for the Heat.
I'm happy a foreigner won. Shout out Jokic.
I was going for the Heat out of that.
Were you?
Yeah.
Man, they were. Hey, that was a hell of a run they did.
They're inspirational.
That was a hell of a run.
They're inspirational.
What were they talking about? They're trying to get Damian Lillard down, potentially. You heard something.
He did a nice fit down there.
He really was.
He's not leaving.
But
He's a
been
big 16 year.
Blazers for so long, you know.
Hey, that nigga loyal motherfucker. Hey, shout out Dame, bro. Like you.
How
Hey.
far does loyalty get? Look at Young Thug.
Nah, that. Yeah.
Like, come on, you
They
can't.
might wake up
glorify
and
loyalty
straight that
no
nigga
more.
tomorrow. But nah, when you can see that a nigga, a solid person is loyal,
You gotta test their
work,
game. You
yeah.
have to. You can't be loyal to somebody and not test their game.
How do you do it if it's on a business level? It's not the street level.
It don't matter. You just gotta test their game.
I feel like it do. You got, oh yeah,
You
it's
gotta test their
same.
game.
It's
Cause like,
what if
if you prove that you're a bitch, then I gotta know. Like,
What if you try to test it on a corporate blue collar job level and then on
in
a
a
professional?
professional
Yeah.
way.
You gotta
There's
Adapt.
multiple ways to test somebody's gangster.
I
Whether
agree,
it's
but-
professional or street.
how?
But I feel like that's
shit's,
I feel like that's where people fuck up at. You
in
got-
blue collar though, that shit's all about money, bro. So it's like we lawyers type shit. You know what I'm saying? If I want to know another lawyer to work for my law firm, I'm finna go holler at this nigga. So I'm gonna send somebody. If I'm a lawyer and I want to see if how, you know what I'm saying, how loyal my people's is, I'm gonna go send somebody in line and be like, all right, come work for my law firm. See if you finna go for it. Cause that's all it is. It's all about money at the end of the day, bro. So if somebody is chasing more money over fucking with you that they've been fucking with since day one, then that's cut off. You know what I mean?
Ultimately, like, there's no loyalty in any of the business shit. You know what I mean? Like, if someone will leave you for a better deal, it's in their best interest to do so. But so much of business really boils down to just being likable, I think. You know, because if you could just be likable enough that people will deal with you, you have good rapport with them, you be honest, and like when you deal with them, that's how you'll build like some type of credibility. And if you don't got that, it's gonna be hard for you. Like,
So do you think our business is more of like playing chess? Because I think like for us, we hold on to like, you know, in the mass city, somebody fucking so like you said, loyalty is a hate. Just be one way like forever. But I feel like business you deal with money, it's like even if the person beats you in your game, you should look at it, wow, like, yo, that's a great move. okay, you know how to get money, I'm still gonna be around you, it's not gonna be loyal.
I know some people who won't go for that.
And I think like
So you
most of
don't
my
think people
community.
can be loyal to the money? Like, if
No,
you
some
got a
people,
nigga,
have
some people
both.
can't be
you don't
loyal
know
to
how
money.
loyal a nigga is to you, but if you giving them the right amount of money, you think he gonna be loyal to the money and keep showing up and helping doing whatever.
Bro, that's
he
how
do?
we gotta grow up together. That's how I look at it.
But even then, when that comes involved, it's like if that person
You getting
make it different,
You gonna
you know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like, so even like me, whenever it comes to selecting friends, I always select friends that have business ambition.
Mhm.
I think like you
Yeah,
start
yeah,
from,
yeah.
networking.
Yeah, and then your friendship is more like built off like respect, friendship,
Right.
opposed to being a friend and having a business. Because then like, if something goes wrong, it's like, you're like, oh man, you expecting disloyalty. Nah, if we started like respecting each other's from like, you know, this and this, and we're friends and we fucked up, we can talk about it like, and that'll keep our friendship going.
Right.
That's why
But
building
that's
friendship.
why you check their gangster.
Yeah.
You gotta check somebody when you first know.
But like you said, how you do that on the business tip? Like, I just know about
it's
creative minds type
Yeah.
shit. How can you figure out?
I can't even
we creative
explain
minds.
it.
How
I
can
can't
you
even
figure out if
explain
I'm really fucking with Cavalli, or I just think he got more of an edge, so I'm finna fuck with him to get my edge?
I feel you. I mean, it's like you might try to check someone, but that might end up like actually hurting you because that might keep them from offering you a potential opportunity. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
like,
sometimes
there's
you
these
gotta.
people out here. There's some people. Okay, look, I learned this from.
I got a
like,
question after you done.
There's some people that will fake it for opportunity.
For so long.
And there's
for
some,
a very long
there's some
time.
people who be like, nah, I'm not gonna fake it. You soft to me. I don't
Do you
give a
guys
fuck
think-
about that.
Do you guys think it's
There's
okay?
two different kinds of people like that.
Do you think people use people, and is it okay to use people, and what are the pros and cons of using people? Like, that's it.
And what are you using it based on like business? You start a business.
No,
you say, like,
using
use friends,
people in
and
general.
just
Is
use
it okay? Is it okay to use people, and if not, why is it not?
I think if
Everybody
everybody
has
says
to
you see, I think for me that's why I say when it comes to friendship, I like to start my friendship off, you know, like having an interesting person that I can grow with, and you know that makes it more mature. But if you don't have that, then it's just that person just using you for whatever reason.
Mhm.
So I think if you build it together with a person, it's like okay, yeah, like we build this. But if you just
Right.
friends, like oh man, like.
And sometimes it's not even good to even mix that friendship with business. You know what I mean? Because it really just depends on the situation at the end of the day. But what I was gonna say is it really just all of it kind of just boils down to that, like, you know, what the situation is. Because,
Yeah.
You know, because like he's asking like, is it considered taking advantage or? I mean that's.
Well, that's another category because yes, using and taking advantage are two different things.
That question is like an age-old question. That's like asking like, is capitalism or communism? You know what I mean? It's like.
Wait,
yeah,
no, reiterate the question. What was it again?
So
Is
he
it okay to
said
use
using
people, and if not, why is
It's
it bad?
not good. It's
Taking
not,
advantage
it's not
of
alright
using
to take
people are
advantage.
two
Obviously,
different
it's, yeah, obviously it's not the right thing to do in either case. Obviously,
It's-
in my perspective.
Yeah, I
personally.
want everyone's opinion.
That's a morality thing for sure. Yeah.
But there's people that even out there that's gonna argue that if you give someone a job and pay them X amount of dollars an hour, and if they don't love their job, you're.
No, you're not.
You know,
That's different because there's money and compensation involved. That question was directed towards
just friendship.
friendship
Friendship,
and
right.
everything that isn't corporate level, like that you don't have.
Because you build that trust if
Your
you're
free time.
incorporated, you know. Like,
look, it's only
we
okay.
start to build like we're entrepreneur level shit and we try to
If
build
it's-
that with friends.
If that's what
I
the
think you're
question is,
too
let me change my answer first.
So-
I'll just say it's only okay if it's like full disclosure with my friends. Like, I'll tell my friend like, hey, I need to use you for your connect because you got the best connect on these glass cups and
It goes
Yes.
both ways, though.
whatever it is. Yes, like, you know, to me it's about the disclosure. Like, if one of my guys comes to me and he's like, I need to connect on one of your vendors that you get jewelry from. It's like, all right, I got you. Like, he needs it. It's all good. Like, you got to be able to, you know, look out for your people the same way that you would expect them to look out for you.
And that's like the mafia mentality, bro. We know we need this from you, so we gonna tell you we need this. But at the same time, my thing is, like you said, if you fully disclose this shit and I know what you're here for and I expect you to leave afterwards once you get your shit off, cool, we gonna make our money together. But my problem is when you hear it and you don't feel trustworthy enough, you know what I'm saying, to tell people, or loyal enough to tell people, like, just be straight up with it. Like, if you need this, we gonna set you up and do that. But if you just hear it acting like you a day one, you fucking with us on a regular, you using all the resources, and then whenever you get what you need, you just bounce without saying nothing. That's when it becomes a problem. But it ain't a problem if you tell them up front, because at that point, if I choose to do business with you, I'm choosing to do business with you. So still, we doing business together, so we finna build, knowing it. But my thing is, if you just finna build off me and then go shake block, nigga, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so
You know
some
what I
people
mean?
can do that for such a long time, and then I feel like to have a real friendship, you gotta like go through that, what you say, like you gotta go through that challenge. If that person, you know, able to maintain it, then you know that it has longevity, because you can always say yes, 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 that they say no. Those kind of people just, you know, disappear. Right?
They forget about every time you say yes.
Yeah, so that, I feel like sometimes like when you say yes,
It's like
you
all of
gotta
that
just
stuff.
challenge and say no. Okay, see how the reaction goes. If they think about it, say yo, like I think that's the most scary thing too, you know, because even when you try to be good, like for instance, Will Smith, I feel like he's always yes, yes, yes. You know, I swear, bro. Hey, I love Will Smith, bro. You know what I'm saying? You never know, because you don't check the bench. How would you know? Everyone's
like you said, as long as everything is covered at the end of the day, like, I can respect it. At least we had that conversation and brought everything up so we understand what page we on, so we can move accordingly.
You know what is a good rule to not even ever have to really truly experience these issues is just keep your circle small. When you keep your circle small to begin with, you don't really have to deal with a lot of this shit. You know what I mean? Because you're not having like your random, you know, whoever come to you and, you know, it's like you gotta be selective. You gotta be very selective nowadays more than ever who you got around you. That's how I feel.
I feel that for sure, but when do you get to a point, because you gotta, like we talked about earlier, you gotta do networking.
You gotta
for
network.
sure. So you gotta network.
So that's
when does it get to a point where like I gotta
your circle is different than your network. You know what I mean? And your circle, that's like your main confidants, like your main brothers,
your consigliere,
the regulars.
You know, the guys who you will, you guys are willing to invest behind each other. You guys are willing to work with each other and do shit together, make moves together, like, because you guys we're all trying to get it, you know. But your network, it's much, much broader. You know what I mean? Potentially every single phone number in your phone is someone you're networked with. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, it's network is really just knowing people, and like you could parlay that into different things potentially. Like it's just if you're on that business tip, you know, and then you really want to run it up.
And that's like you said, the business tip. You have to be on that business tip to want to be able to do marketing strategies and make those resources and make those necessary ends for people that you might not know initially, but you gotta be willing to make those relationships
You
work.
gotta be willing to go and introduce yourself to strangers.
Facts. Yeah, you got to. And you gotta be able
If
to
you got
be
a
comfortable with
product
it.
that you believe in,
a great product, free sample, bitch.
right, whatever it is, you know, that's what it is, yeah.
Just like Bud Light. Shout out Anheuser-Busch. If y'all got any questions, problems, or concerns, I'm here to fix them. I love Bud Light.
I mean, I think the move is just supporting St. Louis, the city, and
I love St. Louis, man. St. Louis is my home. I love it. I feel like we said like a lot of stuff that was like a little bit negative just because we're talking about like all the crime and shit in the city. Well, like I at least want to get that in, that I got so much love and appreciation for St. Louis because it is my home at the end of the day. I was born here. I was raised here. Yes, my family immigrated from Palestine, but St. Louis is my home. I was born here. It's my first home, and I love it. And we all want to see better for St. Louis.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We got a little negative, but I love the gun laws. I feel great in my little city. So, like you said,
D-Wick.
Hey, D-Wick, man.
Nah, I mean, the city it needs guidance, and the older generation's retiring. It's up to us. Like, we gotta be accepting of the future, and we gotta always do better.
Yeah, we got
always a step ahead. We gotta use our brains, and we can't not be the OGs.
Right.
You have to take that initiative.
We gotta
Low-key.
be accountable.
I'm glad you said that, because you said a point earlier that I didn't get a chance to get to, but you was like, there's no sense of like community. You know what I'm saying? And then he asked you, he was like, yo, do you feel like you do anything for the community? And you immediately was kind of just like, no, not necessarily, but just because.
Yes, you do.
And that's my thing. Just because you not like reaching out like, okay, I'm finna do this, we finna sponsor this. No, it ain't that. But like in your community where you have your store, you know what I'm saying? People go there and they meet everybody and they meet you and then they respect it.
Yeah.
So in a sense, like you're building community because you don't even know the amount of people that are protecting.
You create a safe environment
Exactly.
for the youth.
Let me say this.
Like
man.
it's lit to be at Vibe Season.
This is one of the problems in St. Louis, the way I see it, and like kind of piggyback on that whole conversation about the community. Like you go to the areas of town where it's predominantly black, there is a sense of community in a lot of those areas. A lot of the very poor areas in St. Louis do have a sense of community.
Because it's
some of the neighborhoods you could go out to. I'm sure you could go out to like Chesterfield, and I'm sure you could go out to like these areas where it's predominantly white. And I'm sure you can find a sense of community. Like me being a Palestinian, there's other Palestinians here in St. Louis. We have our community, but what is the issue here? The issue is that we're all isolated. That like the separation still exists.
The city
It's a lot.
separated.
Yeah, like there's racial segregation still that keeps everybody from kind of collectively, cohesively building the community like as a whole. It's very segmented. That's just personally that's my opinion.
That's true.
I wouldn't even call it an opinion, it's an observation. It's what you see, you know what I'm saying? It's like just like you from here just like me. So like I done seen all the Bosnians move and they all over Bevo Mill. Like you see
South County.
And they
South County by babies.
And they've got a very distinct community that's like insular, like it's nobody's just coming in and joining the Bosnian community unless you meet a Bosnian girl and fall in love, or she and you marry her, and they but like besides that they've got their community, and that's how it is.
But with you specifically, you and the brand, everybody likes to look good.
Thank you, man.
Everybody likes to look good,
so
we gotta come to you to look good.
Yeah, you guys
There's no judgment on jewelry.
That's the one thing I will say that I love about the business I do now, because I do get every walk of life coming in my store. I get a 25-year-old like kid walk in, and then I'll get like a 60-year-old white woman walk in, and they'll both buy something. And it's like I'm able to serve such a diverse range of customers. To me, that's a beautiful thing.
And
I don't want to build a brand that's exclusively for like one race of people. To me, that's idiotic.
That's why I love your name. Vibe Season, like you gotta be a vibe, and
exactly.
Like it's amazing.
Thank you guys, man. Thank you guys.
I'm so happy that I'm a friend of yours, and the shit that you're doing.
You guys come by and see me at the shop.
I'm glad you was able to come through, man, and just chop it up on the real.
Yeah, we can do it again sometime, man. I enjoyed it.
No, thank you.
It was fun. You guys.
I need a grill, bro.
Come see me.
I need 6 up top, 6 on the bottom.
I got you, man.
That's my young boy. And
I'm
he in school. We supporting the youth in school.
For sure, I go to school.
Alright. Yes.
Can't
You're right by me,
collaboration.
man. You're right by me, man.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to ST.LOUIS. Like ST.LOUIS students, come see me. Give you guys a special discount.
I'm over 21.
Can we do that? Can we give ST.LOUIS students a discount?
Absolutely.
Oh, most definitely.
Yes.
And that's some shit that when you talk about relationships, bro, like that's a partnership right there.
Right.
You partnering with, and it's crazy.
One of the girls that work in my shop, she goes to ST.LOUIS. She's very involved with the school there. Like, yeah, man, come see me. We try to like get started on something.
It's one of the biggest doctorate universities in the country. Like,
Let's go.
That's a partnership. It's future. Future's
It's a
involved.
parade inside my city, yeah.
It's a parade inside my city, yeah.
Damn right. That's great fun. 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 Damn right. That's great, Father. Damn right. That's great, Father.